grabs him by the shirt and rips the soul out that man's body by staring into his eyes. Bruh.
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up?
Yo, what up? It's Amaj back here in another video, and today we're about to be getting into a video by Swiggy Me, and it's titled The Demon of Elmore, Nicole Watterson.
Caring wife, and an entity worse than your sleep paralysis demon fused with him. I've spent days in the lab researching her, and today, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Nicole Files. Chapter 1. Folding a T-Rex. So Gumball is at school getting bullied by Tina the T-Rex. And this ain't some shoving him into the locker type bullying. Oh no. Tina was literally robbing him in the middle of the hallway and nobody did anything because everyone was scared of her. And when I say everyone, even the adults in the building were afraid at the mention of her name. Tina was bullying him so
I'm not gonna lie, I would be scared of a fucking T-Rex too if it was just out bullying somebody and I had to, and then I was like one of the authority figures and I had to do something. Hell nah, you on your own.
bad that Gumball thought she was big. So his sister calls Tina and says, "Hey Tina, you've been picking on my brother and I think it's time y'all talked about this face to face."
Oh yeah? Tell him run it then.
Run it?
Yeah, that fade, after school.
After school?
Yeah, your house about to be short of bunny.
Wait, that's
Not what I, nah. I needs that.
So now Tina wants to fade Gumball more than what she's already done. And the next day after school, everybody is waiting on Tina to fight Gumball until Miss Simeon shows up, and right when Gumball thought he had a friend, this goddamn witch tells Gumball that she's on break. Good luck. She left Gumball out there.
Hey yo, this is why I hate Miss Simeon out of all the characters on there. I know she's built like such a hater. She's supposed to be, but like she is such a hater. And Gumball and Darwin are just nothing but nice to her. And all she do is try to get them niggas in trouble.
We're dead. So Tina shows up and chases Gumball through the school, which leads to Gumball getting a black eye. And when Gumball gets home, he tries to hide it with some shades, but Nicole pulls the shades off and sees the black eye. And it immediately cuts to them in the car driving to Tina's house. No words, just a look on her face that says she's
I like how this is like a classic case of Mamba don't play that shit.
a T-Rex. But listen, when she gets to their house, Tina runs up on them, but Nicole looks at her and makes her sit like a dog. The same Tina that had every teacher in that school scared to break up a fight sat like a puppy when Nicole said sit down. Now when she gets to the door, Mr. Rex is looking at her, and you can tell by the smile on his face that he is at least 3 times bigger than Tina. But Nicole don't care about none of that. She walks into that man's house, closes the door, and proceeds to make Mr. Rex touch every inch of wall in their house. But by the time Nicole was done, they didn't even have a house. Chapter 2. Nicole and
God damn. That's like a damn classic sign of just do not play with Nicole's kids. The demon go come out. Even if you a T-Rex, that sets up the point. She beat that nigga ass, bro. They didn't even have no house no more. That's how bad it was.
the squatters. So Nicole left Richard in charge of the house and the kids, which honestly is one of the dumbest decisions she has ever made because it's goddamn Richard. So while Richard is in charge, he basically lets them do whatever they want, which attracts people to their house that also don't want to live by the rules at their own house. Account for is Richard ain't got no backbone. He is literally too nice and the definition of a doormat. Him even trying to
Oh my God. Richard pissed me off in a lot of episodes, but he really kind of pissed me off in this one. Like, you ain't got no backbone, you ain't got no sense of ability as a man. He's basically a man child. He's
say no causes him to have a seizure. So Gumball tries to put them out, and in the middle of his speech, they get thrown out of their own house while also getting their credit card taken so they can order 2,000 pizzas. But guess what? Even after all this, Richard still can't nut up and put them people out of his house. So as they're thinking of how to get them people out of their house, Nicole pulls up and doesn't say a word to anybody. And if you remember from the last chapter, you already know what type of time she on. She looked at them with disgust because how y'all let them throw y'all out of your house? And as soon
Nigga, the pure presence of her gets them crying. That's how you know she on that demon time. Do not disturb her.
snaps her fingers and sends a shockwave through the neighborhood that makes everybody shut up. I can't even lie, I was watching this and I was scared to say something myself. So Nicole says,
You are going to clean this place until it looks better than when you arrived. Then you will leave and never come back.
so after hearing this demon say that, a normal person would have started cleaning. Because I'm not about to play with her after she just made the world stop with the snap of her fingers. But this man walks up to her and says, or what?
The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
So Nicole grabs him and makes him stare into her eyes that have the depths of hell residing in him, and that man starts crying.
Bro, it's always that family. And with that family, I mean Tobias. Like Tobias' sister, Tobias' dad, as you can see right there. And then their family is just always on some bullshit. So just to get introduced like this is just crazy.
Chapter 3, The Fury. Now I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time I saw Nicole get played weak multiple times. Like, this universal level threat was getting played weak by her arch nemesis, Yuki. And she was out there getting disrespected. Yuki was treating her car like a Street Fighter level, came to the grocery store and rizzed up her husband in front of her and the kids. Y'all, this woman was ready to bust it open in the middle of the produce section.
Yo, you gotta fight. You gotta fight. She risen up your husband. And bro, isn't that nigga Richard looking scared too, bro? You gotta get back. You gotta get back. Come on, Nicole. And I hate how they treat her like such a demon in like these first episodes, but then they gotta show some weakness just for like some sort of character development or some bullshit like Family Guy does.
You're a freaky frog.
Came to her job and terrorized her to the point that she made her work out of a file cabinet. It turns out that they were friends at a young age and studied karate together. They were so strong that they entered the Kumite. Only real ones remember that video. But eventually, they ended up fighting each other in the final round. So when they finally fought, Yuki was obviously stronger than Nicole. But Nicole had so much of that dog in her that she beat Yuki and caused her to leave the country and train for years for a rematch. So Yuki threatened to get Nicole fired and take her house if she didn't fight her, which I gotta say, you going that far just to run a fade is some generational yearning. But
Oh, hell no. You doing all of that, torturing her life just to get your get back. That's like new episodes of just like pure pettiness. Like, god damn.
yeah, they fought in the school gym of all places. They start boxing, and y'all, this was a better anime than whatever the heck season 3 of One Punch Man was supposed to be.
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Now, after all this training that Yuki did in the forest folding,
You know what? I kind of give him that. I kind of give everybody always like making fun of that because like One Punch Man has been in development for so fucking long, nigga. Like, how aren't y'all like making sure y'all animate this good? Yeah, don't try to check out the episodes. Get this shit straight before y'all even do anything. But yeah, Amazing World of Gumball's animation is always underrated. They always got that shit on lock.
grizzly bears like she was mystical, Nicole was still going heads up with her. And Yuki was down there like, you have done well, Nicole-san. But I have been training my whole life for this moment. Let me show you what I've learned. Impossible. How? I have gone through the most grueling training possible. I have raised 3 kids. and their husband. Now hold this. Kamehameha! Anime fight of the year. The final chapter.
That was beautiful.
Now I saved this chapter for last because this is what I like to call the crash out. So we're in the grocery store and the kids are getting on Nicole's last nerve, while Richard is, as always, being of no help. But to be honest, with the kids whining over candy and Richard being a dummy, I'd probably be ready to crash out too. So she makes the kids wait in the car, but instead of fearing their mother, they sneak back in the store and make an announcement. Attention shoppers, we are giving away free groceries to anyone who is able to hug the blue woman on aisle 10. And as I'm watching these people basically jump their mother to hug her, I start asking myself, is getting some candy really worth upsetting this demon? So
That's crazy how they just know their own mother their whole life and decide to fucking play with them. They get scared, but you decide to play with her over some fucking candy.
They defy Nicole and go back into the grocery store. So when they get back into the grocery store, they start hyping Richard up to step to Nicole. You know, the same person that was too nice to break down his own door and tell them people to get out of his house. So Richard walks up like, "Hey woman, you're gonna listen to me, and you're gonna listen good. I'm calling the shots now." And all Nicole does is glare at him. And her look was enough to forcefully push all the cans around Richard off the shelf and put them back in the car. Now, if they were smart, which they're not, they would have stayed in the car and not tried for a third time to defy Nicole. But remember, they are not smart. So they go back into the store, and as they are celebrating their next idea, Nicole pops up before they do anything and tells them to get back in the car. But what happens next is where I have to say, Gumball and them got some balls. So Nicole gets a massage in the grocery store, which is basically the equivalent of buying a pizza out of an AutoZone, and the lady messes up her back. So as she's laying on the massage board, unable to move, Gumball and them take some makeup and paint their mother's face.
Oh my
Oh
Now at
my
this point,
God.
after going back to the car for the 5th time, you think they would stop. But you are severely underestimating how stupid Richard is, because his next plan is started teaching them how to take candy off the shelves, eat it, then put it back. He raising ice cream lickers. So when the cops bring them to the back, Nicole is back there like, "So let me get this straight. I told y'all to sit in the car, and y'all come in here and start shoplifting. So I'm sweet, huh?"
No.
Maybe.
Wait.
Y'all need to run now. So Nicole done gone feral, but she's not after the kids. She's after Richard, which, to be honest, yeah, go after Richard. But then the security guard pops up trying to stop her, and after he
Oh my
tases
God.
Nicole, y'all, she grabs him by the shirt and rips the soul out that man's body by
She turned
staring
this
into
nigga
his eyes.
old.
Bruh, look.
She turned this nigga old, bro. That's what you get for getting in the way, you dumbass nigga, bruh. I get you a security guard. I'm a security guard. If it's like a feral person, I'm not about to interfere in that shit. I'm about to protect my own self.
Look at him. So in the middle of Nicole hunting Richard, they trap her in a trap of plastic wrap, and y'all, Nicole uses heat vision to melt through the trap. All y'all had to do was stay in the dang car. But thankfully for Richard, Nicole sees her reflection and snaps out of it in time to not kill him, which I gotta say, Richard has amazing plot armor. But anyway, subscribe if you're new.
Oh my gosh, bro. Hey, this is a good video by Swiggy Me. Hey, go over there if you want to see the full video. I'll have it in the comments. But hey, do not ever fuck with the Demon of Elmore. I would have thought they would have learned after 5 fucking times after she told them to go to the car, what they didn't learn. Like, Richard is like one of my less favorite characters on there too. Like, he's just so stupid. And man, Like, bro, all of them, I think they just know that that the demon's inside them, and I don't know why they keep fucking with Nicole. But hey, you guys want to see more videos by Swiggy Me, topics on this? Like and subscribe. We on the road to 250.